Hey guys, so officially welcome to Cook with Lunga. To those tuned in, thank you for tuning in. And if you're here for the first time, well, I know today's the first time for all of us. This is the first video. When you're here, you're welcome. Please hit subscribe and don't forget to turn on your notification bell so that anytime I drop anything, you are the first one to see it. So on the first episode, we'll be doing baked chicken, and I will do green beans, then we will do Nshima. But to get into the baked chicken, the way I do it, first I marinate my chicken the night before. So this is me marinating the chicken. I have some spices right here. Then also gonna use some honey. We have some garlic right here, our chicken obviously, and then I also use milk. I'm keeping in mind the people that are lactose intolerant. For those people that are lactose intolerant, we don't add the milk at all. So let's get into it. So I get my spices, I put them in a bowl, and I already cut up some garlic, so I'm just gonna throw it in the bowl as well. Then we add, this is bourbon. I like to use bourbon barbecue sauce as well. It adds a good flavor to it. So we're gonna add the bourbon. It's pretty brand new, so I'm gonna open it. Alright, so we're gonna add some bourbon in the bowl. And we're gonna put honey. So this is pure honey, clover, pure honey. So we're gonna add that to the bowl as well. It's already open. So squeeze it right in the bowl. So I'm sure you're wondering what spices that I'm using. I have some barbecue spice. I also have some curry powder in here. I'm trying not to mention the brands of these spices for now. I'm sure as we go further, I will give you guys the brands of the spices that I'm using. But I have some curry powder in here. I have some barbecue spice in here, and then I added a little bit of chicken spice. As we are making chicken, and we're just gonna add a little bit of milk. We're not gonna add too much milk. So just a little bit of milk, and then we will mix it. So we mix our spices, milk, and honey together, and the garlic. So after letting the chicken marinate, so now we can go ahead and put it in the oven. So what we'll do is we will preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll turn on the oven on bake and increase the temperature to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and then start. So while our oven is preheating, we have aluminum foil. I like to use aluminum foil on my baking pans. That way I don't have to spend a lot of time cleaning the baking pan. So get the aluminum foil. So now that we have our aluminum foil in on the baking pan, it's now time we'll put the chicken on the baking pan. One other thing I love to do is to also put onions in there. So I love to put onions in there. So I have this utensil right here. I think this has come in clutch. It has come in handy on so many things. So it has a number of accessories. So to grate, if you want a grater right there, this is a slicer. This is also pretty much a slicer, but it slices it differently. And then we also have, if you want to slice them with some curls in it, you use that utensil, that accessory right there. But then I just want the onions to be rings, so I'm not gonna change the accessory. I'm gonna use the red one. Put my onion in that. Put it in there. This helps so that you don't cut yourself, because you can easily cut yourself as you slice the onions or whatever you're slicing. Can be a fruit, can be tomatoes. So you use that and then you just hold it up like that, and then you know, whoever came up with this idea, they really came in handy. They really did a good job. So I have some onion slices, so I'm just gonna get the onion slices and put it up there on top of the chicken. So once that is done, we get some more aluminum foil, and cover the top. So what that does is it will have the chicken cook on the inside. So when it cooks, it's cooking both on the outside and on the inside. But at some point as it cooks, we'll come take the aluminum foil out of it so it can start getting brown. The chicken will get brown. So, and the chicken really becomes tender, like really tender and juicy when you do this. So we'll get some more aluminum foil. Now that we are done with the chicken, we've covered the chicken, and the oven is hot to a degree where we want it to be. We can now put the tray, the pan in the oven, because it's already preheated. So we'll put it in there and let it cook. So now that our chicken is baking, it's already in the oven. And we know that chicken is not the only thing we're doing. Today we're cooking Nshima and green beans as well. So now is the time that we will start preparing the green beans and the Nshima. So after washing the green beans, it's now time to cut the green beans. now that our green beans are cut, we will also cut some tomatoes, some peppers. In this case, I will use orange pepper and some onions as well. So now that our chicken is ready, we'll leave it to get brown just by the heat that's in the oven. We can go ahead and turn it off, and we just leave it in the oven to remain nice and hot, warm, and also just to make it look a little brown. So for now, what we can do is we'll start doing the Nshima and the veggies simultaneously. So I always wait to do the veggies towards the end of my cooking. That way, when it's time to eat, I don't have to warm them up. They're already warm and they're still looking fresh and green. So, but first we'll start by doing the Nshima. We make a porridge, and there's two different ways we can make the porridge. So some people love to put the water first, let it warm up a little bit, and then start adding cornmeal to it so it can make a porridge. And then there's people like me who love to heat up the water in the electric kettle and then make a paste. So this is how I do it. So I'll get my cornmeal and I'll add 2 scoops of cornmeal, maybe 2.5, in the pot, and then from there I'll add some cold water to make a bit of a paste. So a bit of a paste. So, and I'm gonna add a little bit of cold water. Mix it. So we have this paste right here. So after that, I'll move this since I'm gonna turn my oven on. We'll move it. Since I'm gonna turn my my cooktop on, I'll move it. Put it right here. Okay, right there. It's good. And I will get my hot water. I'll get the hot water and turn on the cooktop. So if we have a paste, we just add boiled water and mix it as we add water. And now we will just continue to stir it until it thickens up. It doesn't, especially that the water is already boiled and now the cooktop is heating up. It will not take long to thicken up. So it becomes thick, then you let it cook for about 15 minutes after after the porridge is thick. So as you can see, it's slowly getting thick. So you can see the porridge is slowly getting thick. Slowly getting thick. And now we can see that this kind of thickness is good. So now that the Nshima is so now that the porridge is this thick, we can go ahead and cover it. So I'm not gonna cover the whole thing because it will start overflowing. So I'm just gonna cover it a little bit. Well, I'll cover it, but I will leave some space for it not to overflow. and we'll let it cook for about 15 minutes. As we do that, as we wait for the nshima to cook, we can start doing the green beans. I'll use this pot right here. And then I will use some vegetable oil. Put a little bit of vegetable oil in the saucepan. And turn it on. Turn the burner on. So I like the oil to really heat up so that when I put my tomatoes in there, the tomatoes can cook to a point where I cannot smell the rawness or taste the rawness of the tomatoes as I eat. So I'll let it heat up a little bit. Now that our oil has heated up enough, we will add our tomatoes, onions, and peppers to the oil. Add the tomatoes. You can go ahead and mix them. And at this point, we can add our green beans to our tomatoes, onions, and peppers. At this point, while our green beans is cooking, we can now start finishing off the nshima. So we'll start by slowly adding our cornmeal. So reduce the heat, add the cornmeal slowly. I'll start by adding 3 scoops. So one of the Zambian languages, which is Bemba, what I'm doing right now is Ndenaya Obwali, Ukukunaya Obwali. So that's the Bemba words of saying I'm cooking shima. Ndenaya Obwali. So Ukunaya Obwali is cooking shima. So we're done with the nshima, and now we'll leave it to simmer for a few minutes because we want the cornmeal that we just added to fully cook. So we'll let it simmer for a little bit. So now we're ready to dish out the food. While the nshima is simmering here, we can start dishing out. You want everything to soak, you want it to pour as you put out, so put it in there.
Nshima should be ready now as well. And then we will dish it out as well. Dish it out in small lumps. That's our Nshima right there. That's our meal, and it's ready.
Vegetarian, but not to work with starting with other vegetables.
Ya orang aku semua orang zop. Saya kena pemira rumah dia bisa kita pemira. Pak. Saya.
Murah pecah
This now mana pak. Ya kami pun minta kata nak bokos. Kamu aku mana kau cintu koi. Nanti susah tu sampai pun. Nanti saya tadi sampai boleh. Tu koi dan tu sampai. Protruding stomach and big buttocks.
That's why I want to South in Africa.